is going on, legend? This is Angus of Boss Fitness. I'm so excited to have you here, ready to rock and roll for this online masterclass. Before we do, I just want to share a couple of things, and that is number one, this masterclass contains profanity, meaning you're going to hear some and some bombs. So if that offends you in any way, I encourage you to click away because you're not going to get the most from this online masterclass. And the second thing being, make sure you get rid of any distractions so that all my knowledge sinks into your head so that you can smash it in your own journey of building a dream body. Let's get stuck into it.
Welcome, superstar, to the best fucking online masterclass you're ever going to see, dialing in on how to lose weight and tone up without dieting or cardio. So you're not going to find any clean eating or I quit sugar or paleo or keto bullshit here. What you're going to be learning is the secrets for you to get head-turning results and actually enjoy the process. Now, this is for you. If you are struggling to find balance with your love for food but your desire to be lean and sexy as fuck. If you're a cardio bunny who trains consistently but you're not seeing changes in the scales or unable to do up your skinny jeans. Or you're someone who's been putting this off for a while and telling yourself that this is your year or the week that you're going to crush it, but you simply just don't and you find yourself in stop and start cycles. Now, over the next 15 minutes in this online masterclass, we'll be covering how you can be that person who is lean and eats whatever she wants, making everyone else around her super duper jealous, how to break plateaus with ease, how to train smart in the gym so that you save yourself so many hours to use on other stuff during the week, and how to never diet a day again in your life. Legit. Now, in short, there's 3 core secrets that are holding you back from crafting your dream body. You're focusing on just trying to eat healthy or clean, which will never get you there. You're trying to fill the gap with products, fat burners, putting coconut oil and butter into your coffee, all these sort of random things. And you're probably even focusing on cardio and hashtag toning exercises that you're doing in the gym, which are just wasting your time. And we're going to cover these in a minute. Now, we're going to kick off first with a bit of an example, a no longer skinny cardio bunny success story. This is my lovely friend Emily, who went from smashing cardio and eating less than 1,000 calories to doing no cardio at all, smashing it with weights and almost doubling her calorie intake. Let's have a listen to what she's got to say.
It's so easy. It's almost too easy. I don't know. I get on the treadmill for 5 or 6 minutes and I'm like, okay, that's enough. I feel awesome. Everything is awesome. I fit into jeans. I haven't worn before I felt pregnant. Now, that's a big thing because I've held on to them for years. I just feel really good about myself. Not only is it my fitness, I've had minor skin problems before I started the program. They've all disappeared. I have so much more energy. I wake up at 5 a.m. every day now. I never used to. I'm in the middle of the boat. I'm out. I live with partner at home and I go out with the girls. I'm doing the best stuff.
How good is that? Pretty much feeling easy and enjoying the process, and I want the exact same to be for you as well. Does this sound familiar? So you're probably at the moment feeling like you're pushing shit uphill, or that you're stopping and starting all the time on like a bit of a cycle type scenario where you're running on the hamster wheel endlessly. You're hungry all the time because you're restricting yourself and your food, and therefore you're living vicariously through seeing other people on Instagram or on Facebook with the food they're eating. Your social life has taken a turn for the worse because it's probably just too hard to eat out because you're going to sabotage your diet, lacking energy, feeling like a bit of a zombie, or feeling like you're doomed to be forever overweight and never being able to get toned. Or you think that you're that person where if you just even look at a donut or a burger or a piece of chocolate that you're going to gain a kilo. Now, guess what? I come bearing good news. If any of what I've said feels like you and where you feel you're struggling with at the moment, we'll understand that none of these things are actually the problem or what's holding you back. These are just symptoms of the underlying shit that should be done that's not being done. Meaning, the real problem that's going on here is that you're stuck in the shit old school model of fat loss, as I call it, which is pretty much fucked and is going to hold you back the longer you stay in that level of thinking. So let's expand what that old school model looks like. This is you currently over here. These little thought clouds are basically the stuff that you're probably rocking out with at the moment, that you're probably struggling with, right? Meaning that for as long as that happens, you're missing out on the body you dream of. You're going to continue to fuck up your metabolism. You won't tone up because you're going to actually lose muscle through the process if that's what you're doing. You're never going to have visible abs. This will result in so much wasted money, time, and energy, and likely developing binge eating tendencies, meaning, hey, like you're going to be bored as shit, you'll be hating life, and of course getting no results. And probably, hey, chances are that you probably utilize quite a lot of these. I know I definitely have in the past. Yeah, this is typical stuff that women pump their dollars into when they are putting in the effort and not seeing the results that they want. I know what it's like. This is what I used to do for ages, and this resulted in clueless fat Angus, who for so long felt like he was pushing shit uphill, getting nowhere, and despite all his efforts, getting fatter. And this all stemmed from a really early age, just using food as a place to vent and to kind of just fill that void. And this led to me getting overweight more and more over time. Now here, I want to give you another example of someone who has developed food freedom. This is my lovely friend Jess, who went from a restrictive undereater to getting lean, eating 2,000 calories a day with chocolate amongst the action as often as she wanted.
You share what it was like for you when that moment kind of clicked and when it kind of just started to make sense, this new light and way of seeing food as opposed to how you did back then.
I mean, yeah, it did take a long time for me. It was really different to anything I've ever done before, and like the total opposite of what I believed in. So when I did actually start eating, and looking at food as everything's just food, and like actually thinking about what do I actually like to eat instead of what is going to make me lose weight. Yeah, it was just a massive game changer. Just freedom. I didn't binge on weekends. I never felt restricted. I never felt I was on a diet or anything. It was just living. Like, I was just enjoying food. And I still was eating lots of, fibrous foods, lots of, I love my greens, I love my chicken. But then I can still have like a couple of biscuits, or I love chocolate, so I can have that and not have a guilt attached to it. And I think I don't really remember a time where I ate chocolate and I was like, oh, like I'm gonna have to be really good tomorrow, or I'm gonna train really hard. Like it's just like sick, like that's not what I eat. So yeah, I think the biggest thing is refreshing, and it was just like freedom, like actually knowing how I found something that I know I can do forever.
Hear that? Food freedom. Something that she's found that she knows that she can continue on forever. That's amazing. Now the thing is here is that what's allowed all these women to achieve these changes, and what I personally discovered that allowed me to be able to develop the body of my dreams, is understanding thermodynamics and how calories work in the body. So this means that when it comes to fat loss and shedding body fat, it's quantity of the food you're eating that matters so much more than the quality. I discovered that all calories are created equal, meaning your body uses the energy from all the foods that you eat, not just #clean foods. Also that there's more to it than just eat less and move more. And I also discovered, well fuck, I can eat all my favourite foods as often as I want. And then I can choose my own level of sameness or rigidity or restriction based on whatever floats my boat. Now I want to give you another example. This is Lily, a lean powerhouse who got nice and lean for a competition in the past. But then once the competition was done, she developed what I call post-comp blues, meaning that she was kind of just like lost and was gaining weight and binge eating and all that sort of stuff. So with the stuff that you've learned so far, I got her leaner than what she was when she competed, while still eating ice cream every day and eating out 3 times a week. Let's hear what she's got to say.
Oh God, by far, the best thing is obviously my relationship with food has improved so much. I was very, don't eat junk food, and I would beat myself up about eating junk food. Then I would feel so guilty and go exercise for hours. So the best thing has been my relationship with food, realizing that it's not, obviously everything in moderation, but I've been able to get, as lean as I want in my competitions, but it's been so easy, breezy. I haven't even felt like I've been dieting as such.
How good is that? See? Her relationship with food was restored and she never felt like she was dieting at all. Absolutely amazing. Now the thing is that one of the big things that she incorporated to crush it was no longer seeing food as good or bad anymore. Meaning that, well, the approach that we took was to see all food as fuel for happiness, performance, longevity, and lifestyle. So no clean or junk or good or bad mentality anymore. This enabled us to be able to remove and push away any binge eating tendencies because, well, rather than thinking that we couldn't have certain foods, it's just a choice to be able to eat what she wanted to each day, meaning that no foods were off limits anymore. This led to her having so much more energy, loads of self-love due to seeing week-on-week results, and obviously having a huge calorie intake, which fueled so many gains in the gym, with her getting lean and the healthiest she had ever been. Oh yeah, and she chose what she wanted to eat every day to meet her calorie intake that I set for her, which of course led to her understanding energy balance and being able to enjoy the journey without sabotage or entering the dreaded fuck it mode, which I know that you probably struggled with in the past as well. Now, what we're talking about here is the new flexible way to enjoy food and to build your dream body. So as you can see, our focus points are really simplified, focusing on a calorie deficit daily, macronutrients, protein, carbs and fat, getting in micronutrients through fruits and vegetables, and progressive overload in the gym, meaning a big fuck you cardio. And this of course is what I call basically flexible dieting plus weight training equals the holy grail of fat loss, aka getting toned without being hungry as fuck all the time, which of course leads to you being a lean machine, strong as fuck, sexy as fuck, confident, boss babe, knows the system and therefore milks it rather than the system milking you. And of course, epic tone and definition across your body, lots of energy, lifts heavy, knows how to control how she looks, how she feels, and how she functions. Now, I want to ask you a question. Have you ever wanted to look hot and feel confident in any piece of clothing that you wear? Have you ever wanted to be able to look down and see nothing but epic abs, sexy outlines around your midsection, toned legs? And have you ever wanted to be able to put your feet up and enjoy a couple of glasses of red after a hard work day without feeling guilty? Or have you ever wanted to be able to know what the fuck you should be doing on a day-to-day with your nutrition and exercise? Or even looking as lean as you did when you were 21? Well, hey, remember this chick here? This is Emily. She achieved all these things and did all of them as a single mum. And we ticked off those goals one by one through consistency on the right things. So in other words, you need to be able to achieve the same, is to stop focusing on eating just healthy. This is literally the biggest mistake I find women make when trying to get tight and toned. And the one primary reason why their progress starts off great, but then kind of fizzles and turns to shit after not too long. So in other words, why this happens is because I find that people that are doing that are focusing up here on the stuff that doesn't really matter too much at all and is basically just a waste of time. So it's kind of like the 5%, whereas the shit that we should be focusing on is down here, focusing on nutrition, focusing on these things that you've learned so far, which will enable you to be able to kind of just, feel like an absolute boss, and then a sub-focus on what you see just here. This is where the magic happens. Now let's break this down a little bit more so you understand what I mean. It all starts with a calorie deficit, so eating 20% below what your body requires to maintain. So that way, you ensure that you're only losing body fat and keeping a hold of all your muscle. We, of course, to be able to do so, we track your food choices and applications like MyFitnessPal. So that way you can understand and learn what's in the food you're eating rather than focusing on just eating healthy. This, of course, means that you need to be focusing on enjoyment. So to ensure that you're enjoying all the foods you're eating, rather than trying to fill all of your intake with 100% nutrient-dense foods, instead I encourage 30% of your intake to be devoted to fun foods. So chocolate, ice cream, burgers, things like that. So that way you're never feeling like you're restricted. Then of course, our training efforts, we focus on progressive overload. Rather than being a cardio bunny, we're focusing on smashing heaps of cardio, or group classes, or body pump and things like that. Instead, we focus on weight training, getting stronger, improving our main lifts like squats, deadlifts and bench press, and using smaller lifts like bicep curls and leg extensions and stuff to be able to work on the weak areas. And then if your focus is on a spread like this means that you're in a better position to be able to overcome plateaus, to keep your body guessing so that it can't plateau, and therefore overcome your body's ability to keep you safe. Because remember that your body doesn't give any fucks, zero shits about your goals, meaning that you need to be consistent in the right things to ensure that you give your body reason to let go of body fat. Now, who am I to tell you these things? I'm Angus. I'm the Yoda, the wise as fuck expert at getting women lean all across Australia. And I adore burgers, donuts, Nutella. I've lost over 40 kilos in my journey so far. I've competed in 3 natural bodybuilding competitions and prepped for 5 photo shoots, living and breathing what I coach women in terms of mastering themselves. But, hey, I'm not someone who enjoys working with people who don't love food or, just really enjoy cardio, because as you probably learned, this isn't what I'm about. Now, I help women just like you get fucking results that you can actually maintain and keep, while obviously, of course, ensuring that top priority is that you're enjoying every day of the journey and that you don't lose a single gram of muscle throughout the process, meaning, of course, you become legitimately tight and toned and can maintain the results that you achieve. Now, all diets work, yet why we keep failing them as a society is because we don't stick to energy balance. In other words, typically what happens is that people just focus on eating clean or healthy, and obviously the energy balance is out of whack. Because what we need to remember is that there are really no bad foods at all. It's bad quantities of foods that cause real problems, right? AKA, well, as you can see here, if how much calories you're taking in is out of whack compared to how much calories you're burning, well then you simply can't lose weight, as you can see here, right? Why we keep failing diets is that we can't handle the restrictions that come with said diet. Now, this is why when you understand and really get these 3 secrets that you've learned today, you will stop spending so much crazy hours in the gym. You no longer have to waste so much time meal prepping shit that you don't even enjoy eating. You'll be able to free yourself from all these bullshit trends, diets, fads, gimmicks, all this bullshit that you see as a shitstorm around you on social media. You can eat the food that you want, when you want, even on Mondays. You can go on frequent travel adventures and attend social events and parties and stuff like that without fucking up your progress. You will dramatically improve your work, home, relationships, and sex life as well. And ultimately, you will live a long and happy, healthy life, loving every fucking cell of who you are. Now, if all of this has kind of just spiked your interest, or you're skeptical, or you're just kind of like, fuck yeah, I want to learn more about this, well, what I want to extend to you is an opportunity to have 100% free, worth $497 in terms of what I normally charge for these, but because you've watched all the way through this masterclass, entirely free, Dream Body Breakthrough Call. And the purpose of this, or what I'm going to get for you as a part of having this call with me, is to be able to love your body again, have full control over your physique, your aesthetics, your health, your strength, understand how you can gain complete time and complete food freedom, save you a shit ton of money by helping you strip away all the unnecessary bullshit you're doing and pumping dollars into, and of course get fucking results, transform your life so that you understand how to maintain your physique for years to come into the future with no more stop and start, yo-yo, rebound bullshit. Now, of course, there's only one of me, and there's thousands of you who want to build your dream body. So I want to present this to you. If you're 100% serious, well then this is going to be for you. But if you're not serious, then I can't be serious about helping you either. This is only for those of you who are sick of getting nowhere, who are sick of face palming yourself, not knowing what you're doing right or wrong, and just confused and frustrated, and you're ready to get your shit sorted genuinely. And of course, take your results and your physique to the next level. So if that's you, click below and it will take you directly to my calendar so you can book in this 45-minute chat with me. And as I said, 100% free. No strings attached, no pitch or anything like that. I want to help those who are serious about changing their life. Because of course, you've got 2 choices from here. You can continue to do what you've been doing, winging it, cruising along, trying to figure it out on your own, which of course we know that this will just consistently mean a month go by, 6 months from now going by, and if you just keep doing the same stuff and think how you are, well then all this information that you've learned is probably not going to be utilised at all, and you and I both know that in that 1 month time or 6 months time, you'll still be stuck in the same place, right? Or of course, you can choose the fuck fear option. You can get on the phone with me. We'll figure out exactly what you've been doing wrong and pinpoint what's holding you back in terms of this plateau that's keeping you stuck. We'll pinpoint what needs to be done to be able to bridge the gap between where you are and where you want to be. And if you're a good fit for my one-to-one coaching, well then fuck yeah, awesome. I'll share exactly how I feel that I can meet your needs personally, and we can discuss potentially working together. Or if you're not a good fit, well that's totally fine as well. You'll still walk out of the call with epic clarity as to what you need to do to move forward to make the gains. And of course, get started on that Operation Dream Body, right? So once again, massive thanks for watching. Click below and book in a time that suits you and claim your body call with me, worth $497. See you next time and speak real soon, legend.